The Pentagon has deployed 2 aircraft carriers and their supporting ships to the eastern Mediterranean since the attacks on Israel. The ships are meant as a deterrent to ensure the conflict does not expand, but bring a significant amount of power to a region that already hosts a number of U.S. military ships, planes, and troops. The Gerald R. Ford carrier, along with supporting ships, arrived in the eastern Mediterranean early last week. The Ford, which was commissioned in 2017, is the United States' newest aircraft carrier and the world's largest, with more than 5,000 sailors aboard. The carrier, which includes a nuclear reactor, can hold more than 75 military aircraft, including fighter aircraft like the F-18 Super Hornet jets and the E-2 Hawkeye, which can act as an early warning system. It has an arsenal of missiles, like the evolved Sea Sparrow missile, which is a medium-range, surface-to-air missile used to counter drones and aircraft. The rolling airframe missile on the Ford is used to target anti-ship missiles along with the MiG-15 Phalanx close-in weapon system, which is used to fire armor-piercing bullets. The Ford also includes sophisticated radars that can help control air traffic and navigation. The supporting ships, such as the Ticonderoga-class guided missile cruiser Normandy, Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyers Thomas Hudner, Ramage, Harney, and Roosevelt, include surface-to-air, surface-to-surface, and anti-submarine warfare capabilities. The Pentagon directed the Dwight Eisenhower Carrier Strike Group to move to the eastern Mediterranean. It will take between a week and a half to reach the region. The nuclear-powered carrier, commissioned in 1977, first carried out operations during Iraq's invasion of Kuwait. The carrier, also known as the Ike, has 5,000 sailors and can carry up to 9 squadrons of aircraft, like fighter jets, helicopters, and those capable of carrying out intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance operations. Much like the Ford, the Ike carrier will be accompanied by other ships like the guided missile cruiser Philippine Sea, guided missile destroyers Gravely and the Mason. The ships are focused on protecting themselves and the carrier, and while they can carry out offensive operations, are not best suited to act as a missile defense system for Israel, which already has sophisticated systems in place. The Pentagon has ordered a second aircraft carrier strike group to the eastern Mediterranean near Israel to deter Iran or Hezbollah from joining the Israel-Hamas conflict, according to U.S. officials. A senior U.S. official and a U.S. official told ABC News that the U.S. Eisenhower Carrier Strike Group will be ordered to the eastern Mediterranean to join the U.S. Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group that arrived there earlier this week and is in international waters off of Israel. Senior U.S. officials have said publicly this week that the presence of the U.S. Ford Carrier Strike Group in the eastern Mediterranean and the addition of more U.S. Air Force fighter jets to the region was intended to show the U.S. commitment to Israel and to serve as a deterrent to Iran and Hezbollah not to get involved in the Israel-Hamas conflict. These posture increases were intended to serve as an unequivocal demonstration indeed, and not only in words of U.S. support for Israel's defense, and serve as a deterrent signal to Iran, Lebanese Hezbollah, and any other proxy across the region who might be considering exploiting the current situation to escalate conflict. A senior U.S. defense official said Monday, "Those adversaries should think twice." Having the Eisenhower joining the Ford will increase the show of force, enhancing that message of deterrence. A third U.S. official told ABC News that the Pentagon is also considering the deployment of the U.S. Baton amphibious assault ship closer to Israel to provide additional support if needed. The consideration of the ship and the rotary aircraft it carries while on deployment to the Middle East was first reported by CNN. The Eisenhower Strike Group left Norfolk, Virginia, earlier on Saturday, bound for a previously scheduled deployment that would take it to the Middle East via the Mediterranean Sea, where it was to participate in previously scheduled exercises in the U.S.-European Command Area of Responsibility. Its pending deployment led to speculation that it might be deployed to the eastern Mediterranean to join the U.S. Ford. But a Pentagon statement would only say that Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin would continue to review both the Eisenhower and Ford's deployment plans as he considers the appropriate balance of maritime capability across theaters in support of national security priorities. The Eisenhower Strike Group includes the aircraft carrier U.S. Eisenhower and the guided missile cruiser U.S. Philippine Sea, CG-58, and the guided missile destroyers U.S. Laboon, DDG-58, U.S. Mason, DDG-87, and U.S. Gravely, DDG-107. The U.S. Ford Strike Group arrived in the waters of the eastern Mediterranean on Tuesday, and in addition to the carrier, includes the cruiser U.S. Normandy, CG-60, as well as destroyers U.S. Thomas Hudner, DDG-116, U.S. Ramage, DDG-61, U.S. Kearney, DDG-64, and U.S. Roosevelt, DDG-80.